Hey everybody, welcome back to the kitchen for another live stream. We're going to be making panzanella salad, a bread salad today. Italian recipe, kind of a version of an Italian recipe of panzanella salad, tweaked a little bit to kind of maybe more of a North American style that might kind of like it. But welcome everybody. Hopefully everybody had a long weekend. We've got a few people watching. Mike, I saw, is here. Welcome, Mike. Pam's here. Talking about future millionaires. There's a huge, because hockey is back, and not following hockey, I have no idea. But Pam sent over a Facebook message saying that there is like this giant 50-50 draw. So it went crazy and all the tickets have sold out. So it's like the record 50-50 draw. And we've got tickets, so we're all going to be rich, or somebody is going to be rich tomorrow. Probably not us. We'll see. And so everybody's here. Welcome everybody. Stella, hey Stella, good to have you. Good to have you back. You haven't watched for a while, so welcome. And who else is here? Mike is here. Christine is here. Hello. And Pam's here. Hola, future millionaire. There we are. Hopefully everybody had a good long weekend. Yeah, that 5.4. That's crazy. How much for tickets? I guess everybody's pent up and wants to buy 50-50 tickets. So that's good. Somebody will be rich and not have to worry about anything starting tomorrow. And my mom's here. Hey, hi mom. Welcome. We're doing bread salad today, panzanella salad. So it's perfect recipe. And we'll get into it. Perfect recipe to use up leftover things in your fridge. Now, if you watched last week, we did the focaccia recipe for the bread. Here, I'll just show you the bread. I made another batch a couple days ago. And this recipe is a perfect kind of recipe to use. And there we go. You see my screen there now. It's a perfect recipe to use some of your leftover stuff, especially bread. You know, when you get like a day old, even a baguette, it's a little bit, it goes a little bit stale. So what I did with this, because it's a couple days old now, I just put it on because I had some corn I was going to grill. So I grilled some corn, and I just warmed this up and grilled it on the barbecue. And I didn't do it during the show. I just did it just now and just kind of finished it because it's just kind of easier to get everything together. And we're going to whip this one up. So there we go. Oh, vacation couple. Hey, welcome. So let's go over the ingredients. First off, you're going to want some type of bread. So I've got the leftover focaccia that we're going to use, and it's basically a vinaigrette based. Normally, traditionally this bread is basically like bread soaked in if it's stale bread, it's soaked in water, but that's not the greatest kind of consistency. It almost comes out like polenta, I guess, like cornmeal. So this one's a bit more, I kind of find a bit more fresher, and not the bread, because the bread's not completely hard, obviously being stale. It's only a day old and it's been grilled. There's lots of olive oil in the focaccia, so it's nice moist bread anyways. We're going to mix this up with it grilled instead. Kind of nice. If you wanted to do the traditional recipe, you can find those recipes, and some of them do include like soaking the bread in water. Or some will even actually take a tomato and juice a tomato, blend it up, and have all the liquid from a tomato, and use that to soak into a bread too. Me, not really liking tomatoes, I'm gonna just do it kind of my own way here. So all the ingredients are down in the description, and then just follow along. If you want to come back, you can go to this ingredients, follow along, and make it yourself. Again, it's pretty open to what you can add to this. It's almost like kind of what you like and what you have left in the fridge. So we're gonna make a balsamic vinaigrette for the base of this. So I've got some balsamic vinegar here with extra virgin olive oil for the dressing, and we're gonna mix the dressing with just a touch of honey for a bit of sweetness I like in that. And then I've got some chopped, a little bit of basil left, not a lot. I'm going to chop some basil into the vinaigrette as well, with a couple cloves of minced garlic in there. And then we're going to chop the rest of the vegetables up as part of the salad and mix it all together. So for the vegetables, I'm going to chop up an onion. I've got a white onion here. You could use any kind of red onion, green onion. Red onions right now are recalled, so we can't get a red onion, so we're going to use white. I've got a pepper to use up, so you could use yellow pepper, red pepper, green pepper, kind of whatever you have. And we're gonna put some, I got some lemon zest to go in there, which we'll microplane in there, the lemon juice in the vinaigrette. And then I'm gonna also chop up a few nice cherry tomatoes in there as well. And I've got an English cucumber I'm gonna chop up in the salad. And we're gonna basically mix it all together. So let's get started. And I've got the corn, I grilled off that corn. So I did some of the more, we can get corn on the cob now. So I've got that, and I grilled that off with a bit of that Aleppo pepper again, like the recipe that I did before. So using up the leftover corn. And Nadia's here. Hey, welcome, Nadia. So if anybody has any questions, let me know as we go here. But it's basically, we're gonna make the vinaigrette first, and then we're gonna chop up all the ingredients, and we will get it going. So very, very straightforward summer recipe to do. This one. So you're going to want a fairly big bowl, because when you cut up the bread at first, it's going to be quite big until it soaks up some of the dressing. So let's get the dressing going first. You're going to want to start off. It's a couple tablespoons of olive oil. It's going to soak a lot into the bread. We might have to add some of that a bit later as we go, but we'll see how that goes. And then about a couple teaspoons of balsamic. You don't need a ton of this because it can be quite potent. And then we're also going to put in a little bit of lemon for some acidity as well. So it's something that you don't have to put a ton in. And then a couple cloves of garlic. And for the garlic, we're going to use peel it. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. It's a good summer salad, Nadia. I don't know if you've had this or not. I'm not sure. Obviously, being Italian, I'm just assuming you've had it, but it's not maybe in every area. But if you did have it, Nadia, did you have it like the traditional way, with like soaked in water? That'd be interesting to see. So we're just going to take the garlic clove and microplane, and it gives it like a nice mince, as you can see on the bottom. And this would be nice if you had, I mean, almost kind of like any vegetable that you like, you could add to this. Like, why not? Anything kind of left over in the fridge. So it does a nice job of getting the minced garlic in there. So this comes out as like a nice garlic and basil vinaigrette. I wish I had more basil, but my AeroGarden is still growing it. If you've been watching the videos, and it's not quite ready to harvest. So this would be nice with a bit more basil, but that's all I had left. So and you've had it the traditional way. Yeah, interesting. I have to try it. It just always sounds kind of weird with that much, putting water like that into a. But that's this little cracked pepper into the vinaigrette there. And I'm going to put a little bit of honey, about a teaspoon of honey, just to give it a bit of sweetness. Is nice. And that is all basically almost the vinaigrette. We're going to put in I like having the lemon zest as well. So it comes out like a nice kind of fresh salad. If you don't have this kind of bread, the focaccia bread, you could use, if you had a leftover baguette, and that is always nice in there, because you know how when you buy a baguette at the store, and it always you use half of it for there's my strainer. You use half of it. You know, you make garlic bread or something like that, and then you have the leftover a day later. It never lasts. This would be a good salad for that, to use it up. So the juice of the lemon in there. There we go. And I got a seed. Take the seeds out. Perfect. And Jelly Duck, welcome, Jelly Duck. Welcome to the channel. And now we'll cut up. This is basically ready to go. Give that a stir. Mix in the honey. Everything will kind of just all the flavors will come together. We might have to add a bit more olive oil when the time comes, but we'll play that by ear. So I've got a white onion here. So peeled. This would also be good with green onions. And I've got a rascal in the back. There you go. Always jumping. And for the onion, we'll dice it up. You don't want, with the white onion, they're quite strong, so you don't want big giant chunks. If it's a red onion, a bit sweeter, you could definitely cut it a bit larger pieces. But I think with the white onion, you want pieces that are a bit smaller, a little bit better because we're eating them raw. And I like to put the onion in the vinaigrette, just because it kind of gets the flavor. The flavor of it seems to mingle a bit better. Like so. And then that's ready to go until we get the bread in next. There we are. Hope you can see that. So we'll just let that kind of sit. The basil that's in there, the flavors will come out of the basil, kind of infuse a little bit in the oil, the vinegar, lemon juice. It already kind of smells good. So next step, let's get the bread cut up. So I've grilled this off on the barbecue. And what we want to do, it's kind of easier if you just cut it. We're basically going to be cutting it into fair-sized cubes. So what I find with this is just to do cubes this way. And by grilling it off, you could even do that in the oven. Just put it back into the oven to get it a bit crusty. So you're almost making, it's not going to be a crouton, but it's like I guess would be like a soft, kind of best way to describe it would be like a soft crouton. So it's not totally like regular not raw bread, but just regular it's kind of like toasted, so crunchy on the top. And then just do it that way to get nice sized cubes. And with this salad, you really want to have it the day you make it. It's not the kind of salad that just throw that right into the dressing. It's not the kind of salad that lasts, in the fridge. You could refrigerate it, but it really kind of gets a bit too kind of soggy when it sits in the fridge too long. So it's something that you want to make definitely like kind of just, it's always the best just before you're going to eat it. So then once the bread's in there, just mix that all up. So it's going to suck up all the olive oil, the vinegar. We might have to add a bit more drizzle of vinegar on it when we serve it with a little bit of oil. We'll just taste some of it when we do it. But it smells really good. You can smell the basil, you can smell the onions in there. And I've got just a bit more bread to use up. And this is good we're having this tonight as a meal, just because we're going to really bulk it up with vegetables. But you could also, if you had something, throw some chicken on the grill or something like that. Nice side for this, definitely with the side for a barbecue. I'm going to put a bit more oil, just to suck up some of the bread. There we are. So it's looking good already. and smells good already. The focaccia bread that I made was with roasted garlic. So lots of garlic flavor. Here we are. So if anybody has any questions, just let me know. I'll read the comments out. What's everybody having for dinner tonight on your end? I think I saw Nadia was making stir fry. So cherry tomatoes, I'm just going to cut these in half. Just putting a few of these in. I'm not a big tomato fan, but Jason likes tomatoes, so those are good for him. These also give it a bit of juice in there as well. And I've got a yellow pepper to use up. You could use any pepper. You could omit the pepper. It's basically up to you what you want to put in this one. And all the vegetables you just want to kind of cut into bite-sized pieces. So Nadia, yeah. So you're cooking as I watch TV? That's awesome. That's cool. That's a good idea. There you go. Listening in the kitchen. So yellow pepper's done. And making stir fry? Awesome. And, oh, chicken salad. So chicken salad sandwich or something like that? Vacation couple? And I'm not going to need the whole cucumber. I'm only going to use about half. And Mike, you're starving, hey? Well, if you have some leftover stuff in the fridge and some bread, Mike, you could try this one. And again, this is the cucumbers cubed. So it's a nice colorful summer salad coming together here. There we are. You know what? I'm actually going to put the rest of this in. I might as well just use it up. And there's that. And you, oh, just plain chicken. Ah, that sounds right. Rosé. Fams have rosé for dinner. That's good. I guess I have the usual just water in a mug for me. But I might have some lemonade out in the patio after. It's been super hot here still. So, and oh, Christine, I don't know if Dean's watching, but we've used about half of the garlic up from last week. So we're getting there. Trying to use it in every recipe to use it up. And then the last one, I've got some corn. I got some corn I grilled off as well. This is the grilled corn on the cob with a Aleppo pepper on top. I love this corn. I got two more left over here, but grilled on the barbecue with the same recipe, and we're gonna mix it in the salad as well. So to get the kernels off, you could add, if you're just having, I mean, you don't necessarily have to have corn. We like this corn like this, and but if you want to still have corn but don't have corn on the cob, you can always just use like a canned corn as well. Not quite as good. This is nice because it's grilled, so it gets that kind of grilled flavor. And then we've got that little bit of spice from the pepper on there. So I'm just taking off the kernels. Hopefully you can see that okay. And this is still a little bit warm. So there's one. I'm gonna put all 4 into the salad mix, and it will all kind of come apart once we mix it. If you can get fresh corn on the cob, we get this all the time at the store. And then we'll do the next 2. Oh, and Lorenzo's here. Hey, Lorenzo. Welcome. The whole Causley family is watching today. Stella, Lorenzo, Nadia. I guess Lucia's not watching. Maybe watching on TV. And almost done. There we go. And Mike's starving. You'll have to figure something out then, so you don't starve. And so the last, Lucia's not watching. Well, okay, that's her loss. That's okay. Better things to do. We're just gonna add all the corn into the mixture. So as you can see, this was one of our easiest recipes, but one of the most tastiest actually as well. So let's give this a good mix, and then we'll give it a taste. It smells really good. You can smell the onion, you can smell the basil, you can smell the balsamic vinegar, the garlic. It's all kind of like, it all comes up when you stir everything up, and it's a good looking, nice, fresh summer salad there. So there we go. That is Panzanella salad. We're gonna get it in a bowl. We'll give it a try. We'll check. Might need to put a drizzle of. Sometimes when you plate it up, you might have to put a drizzle of olive oil, and also some cracked pepper on top, or some balsamic vinegar on top if you want, just to give it a bit more dressing if you'd like. But it looks pretty good itself. And I've got a bit of, this is the Aleppo, this is obviously isn't an Italian spice, but it's the Aleppo pepper spice. And it's a nice mild chili. I'd like to kind of sprinkle on top as well to garnish. Is definitely tasty. So let's get this into a bowl. Oh, Nadia, I didn't see the light go off. Nevertheless, we'll do this. We'll do it the right way. Thanks for the super chat. That's awesome. Let's do this. Maybe not. There it goes. And then you got to get if you get the from the super chat, you get the where is it here? You ready, Nadia? There it is. There's the horn and the spin. Thanks. Wait, did it go? Hopefully it went. Did the sound go? And my mom says hi to Jason. Jason was outside did the sound go? Thumbs up for the sound. That's so awesome. Thanks for the super chat. It's too funny. We'll give you one more DJ horn. There we go. One more. Perfect. And we'll get this in a bowl. That's too funny. I wish I could hear it. I can't hear it. I can't. When the sound goes to go onto the live, it doesn't play it back to me because there's an echo. So, but there you go. Sounds good. Thanks, Nadia. That's funny. That's appreciated. And oh, hey Sam, welcome. Just in time. We're plating the panzanella, so you came just at the right time. We've mixed up all our ingredients. If you want us to see the recipe. It's all down in the. It's all down in the description. So we whipped up this version of a Italian bread salad. So we'll get it into a bowl. And I'm going to try and pick out tomatoes because I don't like them in mine. But as you can see, like everything's kind of, the bread is kind of like absorbed all the flavors and all the dressing. So it's nice and soft now. So let's get that there. I do like my pepper. So I've got some fresh cracked pepper on top. Lots of pepper. And then I'm gonna put some of the Aleppo, a little bit of the Aleppo pepper for a little bit of bite. If you haven't had these before, they're kind of like, they're a chili, and they're kind of like half the heat of like a crushed chilies that you would normally like put on pizza or something like that. So, and then I just like to put a little drizzle of olive oil just to make sure on the side there. Perfect. And a little drizzle, if you like a little bit extra of some balsamic on top. Gives a nice bite on there. And you're still laughing. That's too funny. The DJ horn. Let's give this Panzanella salad a try. Thanks everybody for joining me. It smells really good. I should give you a better close-up. Sorry about that. There we go. So this would be nice. This is great on its own. And Lorenzo, good luck. Thanks, Lorenzo. This is great, like good on its own, nice salad, especially when it's hot out. You're not super hungry. You don't want something super heavy. This is kind of the perfect salad for that. If you're having a barbecue with people, and you have got some chicken on the barbecue, perfect for chicken. Some salmon would be great for this. If you even had leftover roast, you get those roast chickens from the store sometimes. One of those, easy dinner. You don't have to turn on the oven to kind of get this one done. So you don't have to heat up the house or anything like that. It's super simple like that. So let's give it a try. It smells really good. It's good. It's good. It could use a little bit more basil because I didn't have very much, but a little bit more pepper. But it's tasty and it's nice with the corn and the bread. It goes really good with the focaccia bread because the focaccia, like if you make the homemade, it's got like lots of olive oil and nice flavor in it anyways. So the bread kind of sucks up all the vinaigrette and all the dressing flavor. So you get that in the bread, but then you get like the crunch of the vegetables. It's super tasty. It's like if you like dipping focaccia bread into like olive oil and balsamic vinegar as that bread, it's like that mixed with a bunch of vegetables and turned into a salad. So it's got that it's a great taste. This would also be good is if you had a little bit, or we could do some shavings of some Parmesan cheese on top at the very end as well on top. And thanks. As I chew, yeah, it's not always polite to chew in front of everybody, but we do want to give it a try because if I don't, then you won't know how it tastes, and I won't know how it tastes. But excellent one. And vacation couple, yeah. If you're looking for that's good. If you're looking for this recipe for the bread, it's in the channel. So check it out. It's like the easiest focaccia bread recipe ever. No kneading, just you mix it and then you put it in the fridge to proof for a day or two, and then you bake it. It's the easiest bread recipe on the planet, and I've made it a few times now, and I've tried a few different recipes, and this one was sent to me by my friend Kelsey. I think she's working, so she's not watching, but she sent that recipe, and it's the best thing ever. So give that one a try if you want to make the bread. It makes quite a bit though. Like it makes like this size well, it's got the corn on there, but it makes like a fair size pan of bread. So be prepared for that. You might want to, if you're gonna have some left over, then sure, you can make this bread salad, but you might have to freeze some because there's quite a bit. Or either that or cut it in half. Cut the recipe in half. I think it would work, a fairly easy recipe to cut in half. It's fairly basic. So there we go. Oh, and you're watching me make it live. That's awesome. Well, thanks. So what time is it? That was a fast one. It's only 5:30, but that's all it took. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully everybody had a good Wednesday. Hopefully everybody has had a good week and a good long weekend. We're back, so we'll figure something out for Friday. Hopefully something simple, obviously, because it's so hot here, and I think it's supposed to stay hot for a while. That we'll be making like cool meals without turning a lot of stuff on the oven. So we'll maybe get a quick pasta or something for Friday. But we'll see how the grocery situation lasts, and hopefully everything's good. And thanks, Lorenzo, for the double. Good luck. That's too funny. And so let's leave it at that. Thanks, everybody, for the thumbs up. I saw a few of them come in. So if you haven't already, leave a thumbs up before you head out. Have a great night. Have a great dinner, everybody, whatever you're making. And we'll see you on Friday. And thanks for the super chat, Nadia. Take care, everybody. Bye.